God created the large sea creatures, and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarmed, after their kind, and every winged bird after its kind. God saw that it was good. Genesis 1 verse 21 describes God's creation of large sea creatures and every living creature that moves in the waters, as well as every winged bird, according to their kinds. Let's provide a detailed explanation of this verse in English. God created the large sea creatures, and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarmed, after their kind. This statement underscores God's creative power and intention to populate the waters with diverse forms of life. The term large sea creatures may include various marine animals such as whales, sharks, dolphins, and other aquatic mammals. Additionally, God creates every living creature that moves in the waters, which encompasses a wide range of aquatic organisms, from small fish to invertebrates like crustaceans and mollusks. These creatures are created after their kind, indicating the principle of reproduction and species propagation according to their distinct genetic makeup. And every winged bird after its kind. In addition to aquatic life, God also creates every winged bird according to its kind. This includes avian species capable of flight, such as birds of prey, songbirds, waterfowl, and others. Similar to aquatic creatures, birds are created with unique characteristics and traits specific to their species, ensuring the continuation of their kind through reproduction. Species diversity and adaptation. Genesis 1 verse 21 highlights the incredible diversity and adaptability of living organisms created by God. Each species is uniquely adapted to its environment and ecological niche, equipped with specialized anatomical features, behaviors, and physiological functions. This diversity reflects God's wisdom and creativity in designing life forms capable of thriving in various habitats and fulfilling distinct roles within ecosystems. Evaluation of creation. The verse concludes with the affirmation, God saw that it was good. This phrase indicates God's satisfaction and approval of His creation. Throughout the Genesis narrative, God evaluates each stage of creation and pronounces it good, emphasizing the inherent value and perfection of His handiwork. This affirmation underscores the goodness and harmony inherent in the natural world, reflecting God's benevolent intentions for His creation. Appreciation for God's providence. Genesis 1 verse 21 invites appreciation for God's providential care and abundance in creating and sustaining life. The abundance of marine creatures and birds reflects God's generosity and provision for the needs of His creation. It prompts gratitude and awe at the richness and beauty of the natural world, inspiring reverence for the Creator who brought it into being. In summary, Genesis 1 verse 21 elaborates on God's creation of large sea creatures, every living creature that moves in the waters, and every winged bird according to their kinds. It emphasizes species diversity, adaptation, God's evaluation of His creation as good, and prompts appreciation for His providential care and abundance. Creation of large sea creatures. The mention of God creating large sea creatures highlights the diversity and majesty of marine life. This includes iconic creatures such as whales, sharks, and dolphins, as well as various other marine species. These creatures play essential roles in oceanic ecosystems, contributing to nutrient cycling, predator-prey relationships, and overall marine biodiversity. God's creation of large sea creatures underscores His sovereignty over the seas and His provision for the vast and mysterious realms of the ocean. Movement in the waters. Genesis 1 verse 21 also emphasizes the dynamic nature of aquatic life, with God creating every living creature that moves in the waters. This encompasses a wide range of marine organisms, from agile fish and graceful sea turtles to swift-swimming squid and pulsating jellyfish. The ability to move within the aquatic environment enables these creatures to forage, reproduce, and evade predators, showcasing the adaptability and diversity of life forms designed by God. Species reproduction and variation. The phrase, after their kind, highlights the principle of species reproduction and genetic variation. Each species of marine creature and bird is created according to its kind, maintaining the integrity of its genetic lineage while allowing for variation within species. This principle ensures the continuity of life and the preservation of species diversity over successive generations, reflecting God's wise design for the proliferation and sustainability of life on Earth. God's pleasure in creation. The affirmation, "God saw that it was good," reaffirms God's pleasure and satisfaction in His creative work. Throughout the Genesis narrative, God evaluates each stage of creation and pronounces it good, indicating the inherent value and harmony of His handiwork. This declaration underscores the goodness and beauty inherent in the natural world, reflecting God's benevolent intentions for His creation and His delight in its diversity and abundance. Environmental stewardship. Genesis 1 verse 21 prompts reflection on humanity's role as stewards of God's creation. The rich diversity of marine life and birds underscores the importance of conservation and responsible management of Earth's ecosystems. As caretakers of the planet, humans are called to protect and preserve biodiversity, ensuring the well-being of present and future generations and honoring God's command to care for His creation. In summary, Genesis 1 verse 21 portrays God's creative power in bringing forth diverse forms of marine life and birds, emphasizing species diversity, movement, reproduction, and God's pleasure in His creation. It prompts appreciation for the richness and beauty of the natural world and underscores humanity's responsibility as stewards of God's creation.